if you stumbled upon my channel, my name is Brittany from the real Slim Brittany, and this is a Snapchat version of what I'm starting keto thing. Starting time of keto that I've never done before, that I've actually been scared of. I'm pretty skeptical, but break skeptical is the myth by starting to do it. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, so if you stumbled upon my channel, it'd be really cool if you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and stuff like that, and give me a like, and follow me on Instagram, and Snapchat, hello, and yeah, on YouTube. Okay, thanks. Love you. So, I've been doing some research this morning on starting a new weight loss thing, because I've been like eating really crappy, and sorry, I'm looking for the remote. Yeah, I've been eating really crappy, and I know I'm just like gaining weight, and well, I'm at least not losing any weight. So I decided to calculate like how many carbs I'm eating a day, and oh my gosh, all these things that I thought I was doing the healthy way, like eating 9-grain bread and having like avocado toast in the morning, or like eggs and toast, and then you know, just trying to eat like semi-healthy, has actually been not so healthy. So I calculated my average carbs that I eat. My total for my average breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks is 305.5 grams of carbs. So then I did a keto calculator thing just to see like what my macros would, are supposed to be for keto. For a 15% deficit, it would be 23 grams of carbs, 92 grams of protein, and 153 grams of fat at 1833 calories. I think I want to give myself, maybe 5 weeks. 5 weeks of eating low carb, keto style. Maybe not, I don't know. I have to do some more research on keto. But yeah, I think I can dedicate 5 weeks, and then that will be the end of baseball. And I'll see what I do from there. I'm still going to feed my family what they eat, because my husband is very anti anything vegetable. He's all about that processed food, and I can't get him off that. But for now, it'll just be me and Jackson eating this lower carbs.
So one of my food addictions is coffee. I don't think it's about the coffee. It's about the creamer. I'll have like, I'll have like 4 or 5 tablespoons of creamer in my 8-ounce cup of coffee. I do use stevia, but yeah, I definitely have a creamer addiction. So that's one thing that I'm going to change, or attempt to change, is going back to like a sugar-free, fat-free creamer, or sugar-free creamer. Slowly getting myself off of that, and weaning myself off coffee. So that's one goal.
My other thing is I've been having toast in the mornings. 9-grain, the expensive toast that's supposed to be like super good for you, with either like 2 eggs, 2 like scrambled eggs, or 2 fried eggs, and then, or like half an avocado, or maybe a little more of half, but I get small avocados. Anyway, so avocado toast, or like toast with eggs, something that I thought was like sustainable. Plus my coffee, my like 150 calorie coffee, because of all the creamer. And this is another thing I'm going to change. I'm just going to cut out the bread portion of my breakfast and the creamer.
Then for lunch, I tend to have leftovers from whatever was for dinner the night before. And since I have a big family, I have a bunch of boys and my husband, who is like a carb lover, I've been making like casseroles, or actually this month, to be honest with you, this last month of April, we've eaten a lot of processed food because we've had baseball games 4, sometimes 5 nights of the week, baseball and t-ball. And by the time that we get done with them, my husband just throws a couple pizzas in the oven, or corn dogs or french fries or something like that. And we eat really fast and then go to bed. So I have not been eating very well, very high processed food, very high carb food. And that's another thing I'll be cutting out of my diet for the next 5 weeks.
I have been working on portion size. So I have measured a lot of the food and made sure that I ate a serving size. Instead of eating like 5, 6 pieces of pizza, I would have like 1, maybe 1/2, maybe 2 at the most, and then have some vegetables on the side, like cauliflower, broccoli, like California mix stuff. Even though I'm a Washington girl, eat California mix. And it's kind of a bummer to find out that like I've overeaten so many carbs. But it's also good to kind of know now, that this is not working and it's not gonna work anymore. So I need to change it. And that's what I plan on doing. So stay tuned.
Say whatever mama eats, baby eats too. Baby, look, a puppy, it'll be puppy. Look, it'll be puppies. 2 puppies. Whatever I eat, that's what I eat. And it's pretty important for me to raise a healthy little boy. 5 healthy little boys, actually. With a healthy mom. That's important to me.
So, the website that I use to calculate my macros, I believe, is called Perfect Keto Calculator or something. I'll try to link it below if I figure out how to do that yet. And really quick. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is, but I'll just put in the description box like what my my starting weight would be. 265.5. That's pretty much like where I've plateaued at. I'm like 265, 267, that area. I'm on a plateau. Like, I'm not losing weight at all, but I'm also not gaining weight, so that's a good thing. I'm just sick of being 260. My goal is to lose 50 pounds by the end of this year. That's my first goal, and I would really, 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 really like to achieve it. I'm also using the app Lose It. I was using my Fitness Pal, but I kind of like that Lose It doesn't have like my friends on it. At least like I feel like the only person that I'm competing against is myself. And it's like I found that I was like super judging anybody else's diet that I was reading, like how could you, whatever, you aren't eating that, like how could you only eat 1,000 calories and still be fat, like, but that's not okay, like that's, that's horrible of me to be like judging somebody else's journey. So I've decided to use the app Lose It. I also like have been trying since January, and I'm not perfect, but I've been trying to like just be honest on like my Fitness Pal or Lose It, like whatever I eat, to make sure I do put it in that I do put it in my app so that I have to own those calories, because I have told myself in the past, like, if it's after midnight, it doesn't count, or if nobody sees me eating it, then am I really eating it? But I obviously, like, I'm gaining the pounds from it, or the fat, so putting it into those, like, into the app makes me accountable. Yeah, sometimes it sucks to be accountable.
So my new plan for the month of May is actual low carb, not just, like bread is not that big of a deal, or not realizing that there are like a lot of fruits, like banana. I had no idea that banana has like 14 grams of carbs. That's insane, because I mean, for this like keto lifestyle, for this keto, let's see, banana 14 grams. My goal is 22 or 24 grams of carbs. Like if I eat a banana, that's pretty much my carbs for the day. So I'm really gonna have to plan out what I eat.
I'm not opposed to planning out my food. I actually do better when I have a plan. It's just the making of the food that, because I'm already like planning on doing freezer meals, so, yeah, like, it's the making of the food and then doing the dishes afterwards that I really don't like. And right now my kitchen is trashed, which I have to do today. but I know that it's more beneficial to myself to actually plan what I'm gonna eat. You know, it's so tedious and stuff. But okay, so I'm gonna try to stay on a pretty similar diet of what I'm doing right now, so it's not this huge change all at once because I don't do very good at that. So here's my. So I'm planning right now to stick with having either half of an avocado or having half an avocado with 1 to 2 eggs in the morning. I like the protein of eggs and that it can take all day. And then I'm going to buy some probably sugar-free creamer to start out with and really try to like measure out my creamer tablespoons again, like 2 tablespoons of creamer with like 1 packet of stevia. Get back to being used to that. And then for lunch, I think I'm going to do chicken, like a chicken breast, maybe like 4 ounces, maybe more, with a salad or some kind of green. And then for lunch, make sure I have like a green vegetable, whether it's like salad, spinach, broccoli. Not really a kale fan, but you know, just something green, leafy, even like asparagus. I'm not really sure. I like to do frozen vegetables and then steam them, so it's probably going to be like broccoli or green beans or peas or something. So chicken, a green vegetable, and yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. Like a light dressing. I'm not really sure. We'll see. And then dinner-wise, we're probably going to have casseroles for dinner, but I'm going to try to do what I was doing before and have like 1 cup or like a serving of casserole with cheese, like whatever it is. And then make sure that I just put like a salad, you know, lots of spinach, lots of green salad, lots of, you know, mixed vegetables, something like that. Make sure that I save my carbs for dinner. And then I do kind of have like this super hot cocoa addiction. It might go away here soon once it's not as cold in Washington. But I did look up this recipe for like a homemade hot cocoa using almond milk, pure cacao or baking cocoa powder stuff, coconut cream, which I'm not really sure what that is. I'll see if I can find it. And something else. Oh, like stevia. So I think I'm gonna try that as my goodie. I do have quite like a chocolate addiction. Chocolate and peanut butter. I like crave peanut butter. And so I think I'm hoping that I can do this. If I plan my food really well and I stick to it, I know I can. I've been doing it, but I just go off on these bender things. I just get lazy. Really, that's just the truth of it. Is I get lazy and then eat all my husband's snacks that I buy for him for work because he is like a Swiss cake roll addict, and I am too. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some like the 99% cacao or chocolate, dark chocolate, or whatever, some special candy bars for myself that I will save for. Plan on saving for my cravings because I do like to have chocolate to myself at night, like that time at night after my kids go to bed and my husband goes to bed, and it's just me and the baby, and we're watching, you know, Elmo's World on the TV, and I'm catching up on my shows on my tablet, and I like to have a little like special mom snack. And lately it's been like super fattening and really bad for me, so I think I'm just gonna try to make something like I'll try to link below the lady that I just got done watching of what she makes and how she started keto. And she was talking about like sugar-free jello, and that actually sounds great. So I think I'm gonna try to do something like that. So I will try to post some more videos after this. But yeah, so I'll try to keep you guys updated. I think I'll make like a meal plan video, like as I'm making it maybe, so that you guys can follow along. I am not an expert in this. Like, if anybody is like me and you're just doing research, like, and you've stumbled upon my blurb about this, yeah, I'm just watching YouTube videos and like websites and Pinterest, and I'm just trying my best. I mean, I am not used to no carbs, and this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. If there's anybody that happened to stumble upon this video and you're looking to start keto or a low carb diet, and you're just starting out like me, feel free to like comment down below maybe your starting date. My starting date will actually be like the 7th of May, because I'm gonna get through my son's first birthday, in which we are having delicious tacos and cake, and so I'm not gonna miss out on that. So my starting date will be the 7th, and I'll calculate 5 weeks. And yeah, if you want to start with. Okay, so June 11th would be the end of my 5 weeks. I guess I'll call this a trial. Keto trial. So if anybody wants to maybe join me in this, if you watch this video, if you want to comment down below, that'd be cool, because then I can keep track of maybe who's doing this with me. And I'll, sometimes it's nice to like have somebody to do it with, and or to learn off of, or bounce ideas off of. And so if you want to do that, cool beans, just let me know. And we can do this together and learn and trial and error and feed each other recipes and stuff and keep each other on track. Snippet really quick is, I would say that I don't have very many encouraging people in my life. And it's not like they don't try to be encouraging, but like I'll get a lot of negative Nancy's when I start something, and I think that's why I don't always complete like what I've started. And I'm not trying to like blame somebody else. Like, it's definitely me, it's my problem. But like, especially when you say, and I'm guilty of this, I'm just as guilty of judging somebody, except I silently judge. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe that this person's not doing something. And that's horrible, I shouldn't do that, because I hate it when it happens to me. So, but I do get people that say like, oh, like this is, I tried that diet and it didn't work for me, or like, I don't understand like why you would like make yourself do 100 squats a day. Like, that's crazy. It's stupid, it's ridiculous, it hurts, it's painful, I don't like it. Like, oh yeah, so and so tried that and like they lost like 100 pounds, but then they gained it back, or like, oh yeah, I was thinking about doing low carb, but I just love ice cream too much, and chocolate, like, how can you live without chocolate? And like, ugh, vegetables are gross, or something. Like, I don't know, you know how people are, like, they want to support you, but at the same time, like, they're super judgy, and maybe they don't realize it, but it is discouraging. And so that's why, like, I think I am really susceptible to negativity. And it's like anything that's like, any little thing that's negative kind of like plants a seed like inside my brain or my goals or whatever, that turns into this really negative Nancy weed that just like eats away at this pretty little flower garden that I'm trying to make inside of me. And I gotta get over that. And I really do gotta do this for me, and not like somebody else's goal or somebody else's experience, or compare myself to somebody else that's maybe starting their goal. So this time around, I really am going to try to complete these 5 weeks. If any of you have watched my channel, you've watched me start something and then not finish it. And like, I'm not blaming anybody else, because I'm really not the type to blame. Like, this is on me, and I know it is. But I do get really discouraged. And it's hard, like, when I do still have to be mom, and I do have to be wife, and I like, my husband eats terribly, and that's probably never going to change. And I can try to sneak as many vegetables into his food as I please, and he's still gonna eat and drink terribly, and I just have to get over that. I have to get over those friends and family members that have tried different diets, have tried different exercises, have, or are doing those things and are having successes or are having fails. I need to get over those words of encouragement that sometimes, most of the time, actually discourage me. Careful, it could break your toe, baby. Be careful. Yeah, anyways, mom life. But yeah, so these 5 weeks, I think I'm going to not just do the keto diet, but also, or the keto-ish diet, but also work on myself, and what motivates me, like what works for me. Because really, it all boils down to, like, this is about what's healthy for me, and I shouldn't compare myself to other people. I've been comparing myself to other people for a long time, for as long as I can remember. And it sucks, like, to do that to myself. And I try to, like, encourage my kids to, like, never compare themselves and, like, never, like, compete against anybody but themselves. So why don't I give myself that same advice? So that's the other snippet of what I'm going to do for the next 5 weeks. And I'll try to keep you guys posted and updated as much as possible and how I'm doing.
So yeah, I want like a healthy, in shape, like not afraid to exercise, maybe go for a walk, maybe go to the gym and not feel like that big fat person that's going to the gym, even though that's what gyms are for. It's for fat people, but like people are super judgmental. To jump on the trampoline and not feel like I'm going to break it, or to jump on the trampoline and not feel like I'm dead afterwards, to go for a walk in the summertime, to take my kids, on adventures and have the energy to do it. And I've been not eating very good. And I don't want to have like crazy extra chin. I don't want to wake up one morning and be 390 pounds, or whatever. Like, I have a hard time with the rolls that I have right now. I don't want to have more. So